What's up and welcome to FPL Today. I'm your host JNO. Welcome to the channel and welcome to the football recap, where we go over all of yesterday's news in football and the Premier League to make sure you stay up to date with what's going on. And this video is brought to you today by the Fantasy Football Magazine, the only subscription magazine for fantasy football with expert tips from expert players delivered to your door monthly. Check the link in the description down below. So getting on to today's video, and some good news, at least the way I see it, is two fans have been banned for life from Tottenham Hotspurs games for what appeared to be that relieved themselves into the plastic cup and throw it into the West Ham fans, which happened in Wednesday's League Cup game. And all I can say about that is good, because if you are the type of person that turns up to a football game and isn't just enjoying the game and getting into the action in front of you and supporting your team and are thinking of stupid things to do, like to relieve yourself into a plastic cup and throw it at the opposition fans, then I personally don't think you deserve to be at games like this anyway. Now, I know there is a culture in England around firms and about rivalries, and I get all of that. I'm not anti that. I personally wouldn't be doing it myself, but if that's what you want to be involved in, that's what you want to be involved in. As long as you're not breaking the law, which some of them do anyway, do what you need to do with your life. But that kind of thing is just disgusting and shows a kind of immaturity that we don't want to see from fans in the game at the moment. But like one of my favourite YouTubers, I want to know what your thoughts are on this as well now the decision has been made. So in the comments down below, let me know if you think the punishment is deserved or if it was a bit too harsh. The next bit of news is Troy Deeney has been charged with violent conduct by the Football Association from when he grabbed Joe Allen's face after he attempted to cross the ball, and Joe Allen got annoyed because Stoke had originally just kicked the ball out because of a player injury, and the accepted thing to do in that situation is to pass the ball back to the opposition. Troy Deeney, being the captain, I suppose Joe Allen thought he should be doing what is considered the gentlemanly thing to do in this situation, but he didn't. Now personally, I think Joe Allen shouldn't have got as worked up as he did initially, because while it is considered the gentlemanly thing to do, it's not a necessity to do it, and there have been other situations where players haven't done it. However, Troy Deeney reacted to Joe Allen's reaction with a very aggressive manner where he grabbed and literally shoved his thumb into the cheek of Joe Allen. And I think there is no other course of action from the FA than to charge him with violent conduct, because you could clearly see the aggression in his behaviour. But again, this is where you get to have your say as well. So in the comments down below, tell me if you think this is the right punishment for Troy Deeney as well. A lot of punishments being handed out today. And then finally, we're looking at the vacant manager's job at Everton. At the moment, we do have David Unsworth taking the caretaker position, and he did okay against Chelsea, but unfortunately they lost 2-0 to a newly managed Leicester City with Claude Puel as their manager. So there's a big questions around David Unsworth. Are they going to give David Unsworth more time to prove himself as Everton manager, or are they going to look elsewhere? Some of the favourite options include Sam Allardyce and Carlo Ancelotti. Now personally, I think Carlo Ancelotti is the one you need to go for in this situation if he has any interest in the Everton job. I wish they'd given Koeman just a little bit more time, because they had an awful fixture list for the start of the season. And to be honest, they brought Koeman in with the idea that he would shape a team to be a good performing team playing good, attractive football, like he managed to do at Southampton. And they didn't really give him much time to do it. 10 game weeks, with some of those games being against some of the top teams in the league, and they got rid of him with a lot of the players he brought in himself. Now, I don't know how many of the players he wanted to bring in and how many of the players he was told he was going to have to use. That is something that I'm not privy to. But for me, Sam Allardyce is a move backwards from what they were trying to achieve. Everton have always been a decent club in the Premier League, playing some attractive football at times. And Sam Allardyce, while he is the man to get if you want to avoid relegation, does take things back to basics. Now, is that what you want at Everton as a fan? If that is what you want, or if you just want to make sure you don't get relegated this season, Sam Allardyce is a decent man to do that. He's got a great record at taking jobs and stopping clubs from getting relegated, but he does take things back to basics, focuses on a clean sheet, and then focuses on getting 1 or 2 goals, and it's not the best football, and it's not really something you build towards the future. Most clubs get rid of Sam Allardyce after he saved them. Whereas if you bring in Carlo Ancelotti, he is the type of manager that could potentially build something with the players you have that will do really, really well. And they might be able to get him now that Everton are throwing money around a lot more freely with the new owner that has come in. Anyway guys, that is it for today's football recap. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you want daily updates on the Premier League and football in general, because that's what we'll be delivering here on FPL Today. Check out the links in the description down below if you want to support the channel in any way. I've been JNO, this has been FPL Today, and remember, it's all about the game.